Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Let's see. Anything else I need to do? Oh yeah, I need to set that. Set that on up right there. Edit. Come on. Go and boom, just like that. Boom and boom. All right, so let's see what we got this morning. Jumping out here. Okay, looking at the let's see, yesterday. Okay, get to that in a minute. Okay, we're looking all good. Let's go to our main. Now, today is the second day of the month. We don't have any kind of speakers coming out this day, so that's good. Let's see, things from yesterday that were the most advanced. We'll look back over these Z-Car kids. Let me note these down so we can look back at them. See where they are today. Z-Car kids. Okay, all right, and then Yahoo on the front page, we got jobs report on deck, what to expect in tariff roiled month. Apple to source 19 billion chips from US. Oh wow, in supply chain shift. Apple to source 19 billion chips from the US. Ooh. Okay, so TSM, a bunch of those semiconductor companies that US is heavily investing in will probably be getting some positive movement from this. So XOXL, I don't know if it's gonna be coming back down. I don't know. It's a semiconductor and it's I think it's gonna be going up. All right, environment groups blast JBS. Okay, profits from American Oil glance. Let's look at over here at the scanners here. So on the scanners, I'm seeing FRGT that is up 200 something percent. It has the volume that I like. You know, people are looking at it. Let's jump over here and look at it right here. So it moved from $1, around $1 all the way up here to $3.89. And here's that top and tail wick. So we need to see what, oh man, come on. Whoops. We need to see what news that it has to overcome this right here. Okay. It is Friday, and this is one of the leaders. So let's go and check it out real quick before we look at too much other stuff. FRGT. Freight Technology secures up to USD 20 million to create an official Trump token. Trump Treasury. Okay. Let's go look into that. Houston, April 30th, 2025. Freight Tech, or the company, a logistics management innovation company offering a diverse portfolio of technology-driven solutions, today announced that it has entered into an agreement with uh, for the issuance of convertible notes through a facility of up to USD 20 million with an institutional investor signed April 29th. Capital from financing is exclusively earmarked for purchasing official Trump tokens, making Freight Tech one of the first public companies to make Trump a cornerstone of its digital asset strategy. Okay, so Javier Selgas, Chief Executive Officer at the heart of Freight Tech's mission, is the promotion of productive and active commerce between the U.S. and Mexico. Mexico is the United States' top goods trading partner, with Mexico being the leading destination for U.S. exports and top source for U.S. imports. As U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent recently stated, I wish to be clear, America first does not mean America alone. To the contrary, it is the call for deeper collaboration and mutual respect among trade partners. The recent acquisition of FET tokens, I got some of that, to our treasury combined with AI solutions. FET supports continues to help us develop our technology. Okay. All right. Let me go check FET. Let me go look at my FET. Did it pop up? FET. Okay. Doesn't look like it's moving just yet. If this is the one that they're talking about, I think it is though. Let me just make sure. But I already got some. So if it wants to go, ha ha ha. All right, let's go look at this. FET, artificial freight technologies. Yep, this is the one. Okay, cool. I already got it. I've been holding FET for a minute. We shall see what that wants to do. And then Bitcoin, looking at the 97,000s. I mean, it's only 3,000 from 100K. So that's definitely looking good, especially with the market on the rise back to 20,000. And everything else is looking pretty good as well. It may be down a little bit, but it's Friday. It's a sell-off day. So that's normal. But yeah, they're still holding their levels from earlier this week. So I'm cool with that. I like that. All right. Back to what we're looking at on FRTG. Okay, so this is between the collaboration of United States and Mexico buying more. The recent FET tokens to our treasury combined with AI solutions, so they already added their FET. Let's see. Okay. I might go grab some more FET before it gets over $1 for real. Might do that over the weekend since crypto's open all the time. But let's see. Yahoo. Let's jump out here and look at FRGT. 235% up. Let's go to our statistics. And float is 1.76 million, held by insiders, very little bit. Institutions with 2.98. Let's go see who's holding. And we might have already read this profile. Let's see what it says. Freight Technologies Inc., through its subsidiary, operates a transportation logistics technology platform for cross-border shipping in the United States and Mexico. Its Freight app technology platform offers an online portal and a mobile application that provide third-party logistics services to companies in the freight transportation market. A transport management solution for customers to manage their own fleet and freight brokerage support and services based on the platform. The company was incorporated in 2015 and is headquartered in the Woodlands, Texas. Yeah, I remember the old Woodlands. A pretty cool little place. Let's go and go to holders there. Who's holding this? USB Group. Boy, they got everything. They got a little bit of everything. I think they just be buying stuff. Under them is HRT Financial, Morgan Stanley, SBI Securities. Okay. Interesting. So this is the leading mover on today with 30 million shares, right? So this is the one that I'm going to be planning on and, seeing what it wants to do on the day. We'll have to see what this, we'll have to take into consideration if it just continues to make these high topping tails, because that's telling us there's some continuous pressure over the top. Point of control right now is at $3 right here. We'll see POC $3. Let me look on the higher time frame and see what we got over here. Maximize. Higher time frame, we can see that in the past it has done some reverse splits and all of that good stuff. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good on the day for some scalps. Not really looking for it to hold or whatnot, just looking to play today's action. It has not given any pullbacks though. That's one of the things that I'm gonna be looking for. Let's go and see some other spots and see what they say about it. FRGT. One of the things that I've really been focusing on is focusing on the main stock, right? If the main stock isn't looking right, if the main stock isn't doing what we needed to do, focus on that one until something else takes that position. So right now, I don't see anything else up 233%. Don't see anything else up with 30 million shares. So I'm focused on FRGT for the scalps, right? If it fails, if it doesn't line up and the pattern doesn't come, then okay, that gives me reason to step back from it. But as long as it's the main and it hasn't undersold itself, I'm cool. I'm gonna stick with it, especially if it's leading the way on a Friday. FRGT, open it up. All right, so this one says it's 2.24 million in there, and the other one said 1 point something million. FRGT. Okay, market cap. Where's the float? Floats 2.24 over here. So 1 to 2 million in the float, somewhere up in there. Still a very low float. See float, yep. Okay, that's everything's lining up around those same metrics, values. FRGT. All right, let's see what we got here. Shares, yep, same. Shelf registration from 2022, so that is out of range. Don't have to worry about that. All right, so definitely will be watching this one hardcore. We already see this level of interest for the shorts between 321 and almost $4 there. So we'll see what a pullback looks like and see if it continues, because right now there is no pattern here. On the 15 minute, it's just a big wick, and we're about to see what a pull down looks like, or a pullback looks like here to the 3. Let's also go and view the NQ. So it has continually been ramping on upward. Oops, went the wrong way. Okay. So it got past, it held this 18.5, held this 19, held the 19.4, and now it's up here testing between this 20,000 and 19,850. It's got plenty of room to come down and test to kind of regather itself for new buyers to get in. So I think next week we could see it come back and at least test, 19.5 or something like that. But I think it's going to continue going up with all of these deals being made with the countries, different things being excluded from the tariffs. It's just a lot of things in motion that are helping more than hurting. So we'll see what goes on here. But yeah, definitely eyes on FRGT. Looking at it. Looking at it. Let me go ahead and oops, let me do that. Okay, so we got this little spot here. Actually, let me remove this and put a block up here, a zone up here instead. Because this top and tail is massive. We'll see if we can continue to push in there. Anyway, what else was I looking at? NQ. Oh, Z car. Let's see where it ended up landing. Z car down there at 11.17. I actually ended up trading this one. So it didn't have catalyst, right? So during this right here, there was no pattern. It was just up, down, up, down, up, down, all of this stuff. Then we got a sell off, and I was like, okay, let's watch this. And I looked at the time, and I was like, yo, this is coming into lunchtime. I'm gonna let this play. Now sometimes, you know, they go up, but I mean, it didn't have the catalyst, so I was like, I really don't know about this this play here. And let me zoom in just a bit. Yeah, didn't have catalyst, and so it dropped down here, and my ATR at that time was right at the $12. It clapped right through the $12. I enjoyed my lunch and all that good stuff, and it was just trading during that time. When I came back for power hour, I saw it right transitioning from this candle one to 115 right here, and I bought this, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to set my stop right here at 11.75 here, and it didn't break down, and it popped. Boom, got this pop, and I was selling into this 13-14 area. Now my target for this at 11.75 was only starting at 12.50. It shot up here to 12.50, so I took some under here, and then it continued to push, and so I took some all the way up to 14 something, right? And by this time, I was holding 6 shares, and I was talking to Donnell in the Discord. I was like, "Yo, I got 6 shares left. I'm gonna see what it does." And I was moving my stop up, and it stopped me out with that last 6 shares. And I was like, "Okay, whatever," because I was thinking it was gonna continue to push. It pulled back here to the ATR again, but I really didn't trust that secondary one, just based on the fact it didn't have catalyst. I didn't know what it wanted to do because I thought it was going to do this move right then, this fall down right then. So I caught the first one, wasn't greedy, took the profit, got out, and then, you know, it went a little bit higher, so 470, but I was okay with that. I was like, okay, whatever. I took the surprise move. The other one, kids. This one was a little bit too high of a float yesterday for me. Let's look at where kids is. So it was right here. So got ATR here. It never did a clean sell-off. I like those clean sell-offs, right? So it came up here to what, 431, came down, looked like it got buying pressure, crushed that buying pressure. I like it to just have a clean, solid little sell-off here without any of these wicks back up looking like buyers are getting defeated, right? Then it came back up, and you know, it really didn't look, it really just kind of played around this level until it broke out all the way into like the later part of the day from 439 up there to whatever. I didn't even know what the catalyst was on this one. I did let me look. So the catalyst from yesterday was, let's see, 23 hours ago, Class Holdings enters a 14 million equity purchase facility. agreement to launch Sol-based treasury. So Sol is another crypto. It's another crypto like today. So we're seeing a lot of these people entering into the crypto market. Let's go look at Sol. I already got some of this one as well. So Sol was up at 300 bucks, came down to 150, so about half the price of the highs. And this is what they were entering into. So it's pretty good. I am going to be looking into Fed though. Those companies adding in the Fed. I'm gonna see if they really want to make something move. But Kids just was not the one for me. If we look back at Zcar, Zoom car on this pullback. Where you at? On this pullback, the first pullback wasn't clean. I was like, I don't know about this. This pullback right here had wicks all over it, all that stuff, and I was like, I don't know if I want to buy into this pullback. It seems a little sporadic. It pops back up, and this kind of made me FOMO. I was like, ooh, this thing might go right here because it's got all this sell-off, but I didn't take it because I was looking at the whole lunchtime time coming up, and I was like, I just don't want to enter too high. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait and see if it can hold these levels. The next candle comes out and it forms a hangman candle right here. And I was like, ooh, that's looking like it can go down. So I just looked at it and saw the pattern. I was like, okay, maybe it'll go down. If it does, it's following what I want to see. And that's what it did. Boom, 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 pushed down into this level. And now it got down here and started showing only buying pressure. So it came down here. We saw this little kick up to the ATR. Then the next candle we saw buy up. Next candle we saw buy up. Next candle tried the ATR again. And then I was entering in here. 1187 was my average entry here. And then it got that pop all the way to 14. So, you know, I like to see the clean pullback without all of this craziness on the 15-minute. And then I want to see, yo, this is lunchtime. Maybe I need to come back power hour. Now, sometimes during lunchtime, they just go. So I know I can miss opportunities doing that, but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait. All right, back over to FRGT. Our leading gainer for today hit a low down here of 285. Still up under this recent push-up level. The ATR from yesterday was 16 cents. So this push up, let's see, 322 up to 389. How much space is that? 389 minus 322. It's about 67 cents in this little spot. Now, with it having catalysts and, you know, having something behind it, that it can make this move very easily. It definitely did it before. And kind of just waiting for a little bit of a pullback and see where it wants to go on the day. But looks good. Looks good to continue to hope. And what I don't want to see is it just start making a whole bunch of wicks, right? So making a wick down, making wicks up, making wicks. That's really what I don't want to see. I want to see some clean motion. It's got a catalyst. It can make some, you know, it can do some things today. Good morning, Danielle. Just looking over the map today. FRGT on the top of the list, standing tall by itself. Maybe something else will pop up, but it hasn't yet. And the longer it waits to get up here, the more volume FRGT gets. And so the more I just focus there. If it does what I want, cool. If it doesn't, oh well. Okay. All right, let's look over here back at the NQ. It is above the ATR high, so I'm still thinking either it's going to be consolidating up here or bullish, unless it starts breaking down the 19.8s. And it has a previously tested level here of the 19.850 that has been tested 4 times in the past. And actually, I might need to increase these because it just came back up here and tested these levels. So this one is going to go up to 2, 2x previously tested. And this one is going to go up to 5. 5 times previously tested. And so this price level is the 19,850. This one is the right around the 20,000. It's been up there twice and really tested over the last little bit of time. Anyway, yeah, I'm thinking either consolidation or more upward movement. But with it being a Friday, sometimes Friday can fool us. It can look like it's going up, test a level, and just start to range out. So I'm really leaning towards consolidation today. It's made this big move. You know, it's Friday. People are kind of just sitting on their hands. A lot of people pull back. So it's not as much aggression in the market at the end of the week. So I'm thinking I'm leaning towards consolidation. But if not, I'm thinking a bullish behavior. And we've seen that over and over again on Fridays with the market. Looks like it's blasting up, looks like it's blasting down, and just comes right back and plays in this level. All right. So yeah, very, very interesting. Oh man, don't start doing these wicks, bro. Please don't start doing this. Coming back in here. Yeah, do something. Get on back down there. Make a full candle. We'll need all that indecision. Okay. All right, so 7 o'clock has hit. Let's see if it starts to make a decision to go on down or go on up. We don't know. Is it going to be choppy? It's got this top of this candle here at 322s, holding this $3 level a little bit, but not enough confirmation to do anything with that. I don't know which way it's going to go. Who was that on the front page that was supposed to be? Is it Apple? Somebody was doing something. Let me see. Apple to source 19 billion chips from US. Apple is down 3% on today, even with that news. But I know it made some pretty big, let's see. So it says 213 dropped all the way to 205, and Apple is trying to do to source from the US for its chips. I don't know why it's down. Maybe people are pushing it down so they can get some better prices here. I don't know. But yeah, something happened there. See, Walmart doing its thing. Okay. Let me jump over to my dividends. See what's over here popping. Let's just look through what's on the scan here. So I see, oh, those are really cheap. I don't really like those. I was watching PSEC. PSEC is something that it's got this downtrend. It's at $3.54, and I just don't know when it wants to rise. I've seen it down here before, but this is the lowest that it's been, around this 339. It's been trading since 2004, 2005 something. It's just had this downtrend. I'm just like, I don't know when this is gonna stop, but I do know this is $3.56. So I don't know. It pays a monthly dividend of 4 cents, so it pays more than, it pays 15% of its actual price, but it's been dropping. I don't know what it actually does. Let me go look at this real quick. PSEC. I looked at it before, but I just forgot. Let's see what you got over here, big boy, or a little guy. I don't know what to call it. Prospect Capital Corporation is a business development company. It specializes in middle market, mature, mezzanine finance, later stage, emerging growth. Okay, so it seems like I'm seeing debt. I'm seeing liens. Maybe it's loans. Yeah, bridge loans. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. It invests in aerospace and defense, chemicals, conglomerate services, consumer services, ecological, electronics, manufacturing, media, pharmaceuticals. So it's got quite a depth of things. Oil and gas, coal production. Yeah, let's see who's holding this. So yeah, we got some bigger names in there. We got BlackRock. It's got 1 million shares of it. Don't know who Van Eck is. Morgan Stanley, 2 million shares. Commonwealth Equity, 1 million shares. Got some players in there. See if it's any part of some big mutual funds. Blackstone, but not BlackRock or Vanguard in there. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know about that one. I'll just be watching it. Let's see what else we got. We got what is this? Gray Television. Don't know about that. ACCO. Don't know about that. Merck. That sounds like you can get Merck. No, I'm just kidding. Merck has had a pattern of going back up to $15. Might look into that one, but it pays a quarterly dividend of 7 cents, which is a little low. 7% yield. I kind of want these kind of dividends to at least defeat inflation, right? RC DBI has been up to $47, $30, and all that good stuff. EDN, Glow. I had to come back and look at these. I'm not sure. Ugh, Claire. Ugh. No, that one doesn't look great. AWP, Alps Fund Services. That one took a definite drop. 20 all the way down here to 3 something. Monthly dividend pays 4 cents on AWP. What does AWP do? AWP is a premier properties fund, and it's a closed-end equity mutual fund launched and managed by Alpine Woods Capital Investors. Invests in public equity markets. The fund invests in stocks of companies operating across real estate sectors. Okay. Been trading since 2007 and domiciled in the United States. Let me go look at the what has it been doing? Has it had a consistent dividend, or has it been dropping? Probably maybe been dropping, because a lot of companies, when they get this cheap, they'll drop their dividend to try to grow, and they become more of a growth stock. So it's been paying out a dividend since 1996. Let's see, 13, 12, jumped up to 35 cents. 39, 2044, 2004, 2005. What did it do during 2008 drop? We're still doing 44. Oh, there it is. 2009 dropped down to 10 cents, 15 cents, 15 cents, 15. Boy, it just stayed with 15, didn't it? 16, 18, 15. Oh, it did two payments, so that was 18, 19, 18, 19. Okay. Yeah. And then 15. Okay, whatever. So, you know, pay that amount, 15 cents. I don't know. It's got some declaration dates. It's supposed to be paying again on, I thought this was monthly. Wait, am I? Oh my goodness, I'm looking at the wrong ticker. This is BDN. I'm tripping. It's like, yo, what in the world? Okay. I thought I was tripping. Like, this doesn't look right. Okay, let's go back. All right, so it started paying out in 2007. 12, and these are qualified dividends, so they won't get hit as hard as the non-qualified as far as taxes go. Drop down to 3. Now, where did it come from? 12 cents down to 3 cents. 5, 5, 4. I don't know about that. That got really small. 0, 0. Ugh. So the ones that have been paid out are the gray ones here. So last time it paid was 4.30, like 2 days ago. And that's, I mean, why did it jump down so much? I guess, I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't like that. You got to have a plan to get back out the dirt, out the mud, bro. Anyway, let's jump back over to the main day trading. Just kind of looking through, seeing what I'm seeing. Didn't see anything that was just like, oh man, caught my eye, you know. Go look at my XRX though. 442 still looking good there. Still nice and green as long as it continues to bottle up. Over here though, FRGT, we're getting another wick that tested this previous level that we had, this big wick level. And trading within the previous bar there. Point of control still at $3 here. Still up 223% with 47 million shares traded. Like, I mean, I can't look at anything else. This is the thing. It's the thing right now. It's got to give up. And not only and a lot of times when I was thinking about a stock giving up, what I mean is another stock coming and getting as much volume as it, right? Something coming and surpassing the volume, passing the amount of viewership that it's getting, right? With 47 million, that's going to be hard to do for anything else that pops up. Anything. So I'm just like, I'm going to watch this one. I'm gonna see if I can get a little pop off of it. You know, maybe 200 shares of it and see if I can get a little pop and get on down. Don't get greedy. It is 7:10 right now. We're seeing it come down and looks like it's going to test the 3 again. The beta on this one is 1.87, so it does favor the market if the market's going up. The only problem is if the market consolidates and just sits still, is this thing going to continue to move? You know, it's going to need to go up to support a movement up. And if it starts to fake and jerk around, come up here to the 20,000, then come back down to the 19.8 and just play in this range, this stock may not move out of these levels too much. Just playing with that 325 there. But no real pattern here. Now, if we go and we look down here on the 1 minute, let's see what the 1 minute folks are seeing. So we had a little bit of a, not a clean sell-off, a little bit of sell-off, a pop, a little bit of sell-off, pop. And what they're doing is looking for it to break over this high here of the 338s. Let's see if it gets a snatch back here. So they bought this breakout. What did it do to the breakout buyers here that bought for this 338 breakout? What is it going to do? It went up to 346 and then came right back. Is it going to fail here big, or is it going to actually hold up this level of the 337s? This is the 1 minute. Right? And was that a breakout trap there? Is it going to get back under 30? Go back to 325. And popping there again, but closing up under the breakout level. So will we see some movement down now? Did one breakout back here. Tried to get up there, didn't really get up there, so they wouldn't have bought that one. Tried again, then this is another try. So let's see. It is in a slight upward motion, but I'm looking at the candles to a lot of these 1 minute candles, their pattern really doesn't matter. It's kind of like just you got to be quick. You got to be quick. Let's go to the 5 minute. 5 minute candle. We're seeing this little breakout level that is coming back below. And then on the 15 minute, 15 minute, we're just seeing a little breakout here. We'll see if it snatches back towards this 322. Closed up there. Let's go back to the 1 minute. Let's see if it wants to dump back under this level of the 330s. Yep, there it is. So fake breakout. Let's see if it continues to come down under 325. And it looks like if it closes here, it's going to be this candle will be a hangman. So expecting it to go down if it closes right here with the way that it's looking right now. If it just goes down, then it's just, we don't know what it is. Okay, that's a hangman going down. Let's go down. Let's go down. Go ahead and get back under that 330. But like I said, this is small cap, so sometimes when they give patterns, they don't really follow them, but we'll see. But this is a hangman at the top of a move. Should see a movement down here through the 322s, but let's see. $325s, where y'all at? What would invalidate this hangman is it would need to rip back over this level here of the 340s, but it didn't. So yeah, it's getting a little bit more confirmation that this is a validation of the hangman. Can it get that move down? 322 breakdown. There, 325s, a little pop there. Still got what, 30 seconds left on this candle. Go ahead and get on through there, buddy. You know you want to. $51 million shares. Donnell said kids hanging around overextended, keeping it on watch. Let's look at kids. Oh, yeah. Yeah, went up to 10 bucks. How much volume is on this? If it's less than a FRGT, it's only 16 million shares. Yeah, that thing's got a lot of work to do. Yep, I'm going to stick with FRGT. It's got what, 4 times that volume. But anyway, let's see if it's going to complete this hangman. Let's go and look at the 5 minute too. That's the 1 minute, 5 minute. And at this point, there's no pattern. We don't know what's going on here with the 5 minute. Then we back out to the 15. And yeah, just a big no pattern. So looked in, we saw the little pattern on the 1 minute, and let's see if it resolves on the 15 to move down. Wow, looking like a hangman on the 15. Okay. It's gonna need to rip over this 339 to continue up. It does not need to close like this. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go up here back to the 1 minute. Confirmation. So we got our hangman, faked him out a little bit, never broke over the hangman, which was the 340. And now looking like it wants to crush down 320s again. Came into a spinning top. So hangman down the spinning top. It needs to start trading above this level of the 333 to get back bullish. But right now, this little line in the sand, low of this previous candle is the 324. So I'm thinking it can definitely test that hard here. Getting momentum going that way. 325s, 324, 322. Should see a little bit more motion down here. Those shorts jumping on right here. Let's see you down to like 315-ish or 309-ish down here. Small breakdown, pops back up. But the candle hasn't closed yet. Got 10 seconds left. Let's see that momentum downward. 3 seconds left. No big move down. Okay. Well, held that level, but it's still not over. Let's jump back to the 5 minute. 5 minute right there. Now the 5 minute is confirming more downwards action. Right. Then the 15 minute eating up this previous candle, getting back out of this level. And so I use the 15 minute, right? So I don't see any of that lower stuff. I just see this, see it eating it back down. I was like, you know, don't like that, right? So let's see if it holds within above this level of the 325s. Popping up there. But still, if it closes like this, that's not good for it, especially on the 15 minute. Because if it closes as a hangman on a 15 minute, it means more than if it does it on the 1 minute. I am glad that the wicks on these is getting smaller and it just isn't really wicking out, right? Just small little wicks, nothing like this yet. Is it going to break down 320s? It'll be coming back out of this level that it got kind of pincered into. Let's go jump out there on the 1 minute, see what it's looking like. It's got this little flat bottom. 4 times it stopped here, so it might have a little bit of momentum if it can break that down on the 320. 5 minute. Looks like a double top on the 5 minute. Up here to the 330s twice. It's really trying to hold on for dear life here. Point of control has jumped up to 314. Can it crack that down? Moved up 14 cents. All right. Let's see where we're at now. Okay, coming on down out of that level. Little snap down there to 314. Hopefully it doesn't snap back up. I do not want to see this thing start wicking. Just make a clean come down, please. Clean come down. 220 shares traded with 15 million shares on it. And it is still moving 10,000 shares at a time, really. I was expecting something cheaper to come on up here, but nothing's even close. Nothing is even close. Let's jump over to what was that one you called out? Kids. Let's look at that real quick. Kids, yeah. What's the volume? Is it still at 16 million? Or has it gotten more? Yeah, it's still at 16 million. That's crazy. We looked at that like I don't know how long ago. All right. Coming down. It's got 15 cents to get back to $3. Let's look at the 1 minute. So a little bit of a sell down here to the 315. We got levels here at the 308 based on the 1 minute. So let's go to, this is a 1 minute. And we got another one down here at 289. I'll mark these as 1 minute levels. I don't want to make it that color. I want to make it something else. So okay. So 1 minute candle. Then another one right here. Edit. 1 minute. Okay, so 308, 329. Let's go up to the 5. So you can see those levels, what those 1 minutes are looking like. Let's go up to the 15. Easy little drop right here. So pretty much engulf this whole previous candle here from 342 all the way down here to 306. Still not a full clean sell-off here. Playing around at that $3 level again. It has room back up to this 323. Room back up to 323 there. We'll see what kind of reaction it gets after this big red candle. But there is no pattern right now on the 15. Jump back over to the 5. 5 got a little sell-off. Boom, boom, boom. But after this double top, we'll have to see if it's going to play within this range. Let's go back to the 1. So it is invalidating this previous level of the 308s right now if it breaks down here. Little double bottom there has room back up here to the 322s. Can it break down this level of the 305 though? You gonna do it? All we need to do is see a crack. Okay, a little weak down there. There it is. Okay. All right, so invalidating that level 308. Let's jump back up here to the fives. Starting to see it just walk down to this next level of the 289 on the 5. Still up 200% at $3. Checking that 3 out right now. Testing out the 305s there. Just saw it invalidate this. Coming back up. It has room all the way back up here to the 322s. Don't know if it's going to get it. But yeah, this is the previous level that was kind of hard tested here. 316. Are you going to get up there and touch it real quick? 322 and then fell out. 322 right there. All right, let's see if the sellers come back and knock it back down to earth. Right there to that point of control. Okay. Bottom of this is 313. Touching that point of control, 323. Let's see if sellers jump on it. Some volume coming in underneath. Very quick, and then let's get back down out of that level. There we go. And opening below this little level here at the 322. See some red. Where those sellers at? Go ahead and knock it back down. There it is. Right up there to the point of control and turning. This is the 1 minute. Let's go back over here to the 5 minute. 5 minutes sold off a little bit, but no clean pattern here. Not a whole bunch of selling behind it. Mm, 320. Trying to push his way back in there, but hasn't even closed the candle up here yet. Back into this level. Some more touches. Touching. So now it's getting back up here. Can it close the candle up here though? 1 minute candles. Is it gonna go through some slammage? Got about 30 seconds left on this candle. $39. 42s. Looks like it's going to be closing up here. It's got 10 seconds left. but not being able to break out of anything on this little try. So there's a new candle opening here. Can it stay above 322? Point of control. Staying above that 322 level for now. Let's go look at the 5-minute. Again, still below. Is this going to be a head and shoulders? Is that what it's doing? 333. That's not really a head. Doesn't look like. Wow. Not really a head. But did another breakout try within this level that previously it got slammed in. Point of control just moved up to 323. Go back over to 15. So again, 15-minute, no pattern. So it's got its excitement. What do shorts want to do up here? And at this point, let's just let's do this for the 1 minute. Let's look at what retail would definitely be looking at. It's doing this. Come on now, place it. It's doing this, right? So my question is 392 is still the high? It got up here to 372. How fast is it going to get back to this level of $3? And it's doing all of this in pre-market. Getting up there, 392 is the high. That is about a 50-cent move right there on the one. About a single pattern on the 15. That's what the 15 looks like. This is what we didn't want to see, especially if this thing rips back and forms another top and tail like this. That's not going to be looking too good. Rips back down here to like 343. Seeing more and more volume come under the point of control here. So let's see if it heads on down. Not seeing much pop up to where it's actually at there. Big pops, big pops. But the point, no volume is coming in though. It's got these big pops up here. And now we got a little bit of a double top there at the 383. So now we're seeing wicks on the 1 minute. Let's see how that's transitioning on the 5 minute. 5 minutes, lower high here, 392 was the high. And on the 15, what we're looking like? 15, let's see if we get some slammage back down here to the 340s. 350. Let's see if we can get under the 350s. And this is another top and tail wick in this range. So it's decreasing its chances of continuing to rip during the open by doing these top and tails. People are gonna be like, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that. 340s, right on back down. 350s getting tapped. Let's go back out to the 1 minute, see what it's looking like. After that double top there, it is still within this area of struggle here. So it hasn't broken out yet down here to 323s. Point of control. Okay, some nice little doji candles up here, but these topping wicks is what it's fighting with now. 350 getting a nice hard test here. Jump back over to the 5. 5 with a spinning top up top. Spinning tops, hangmans, morning stars, gravestone, dojis, all of those mean something, especially after as you move out to the higher time frames. Like on the 15 right now, I don't see anything. It's just like, oh, okay, nothing. But you know, once you do see something on the 15-minute, I'm like, oh, there's a hangman. This thing's going down for real, for real. You see it on the other ones, the lower time frames. It's just like, that's kind of like an idea, but not really something that I gotta be scared of. You know what I mean? Okay, it's 15, 5. Come on back down. We got your point of control. You haven't moved from here. No volumes coming in up here, so I mean, might as well come on back down, buddy. So closing lower than the 373. Looking for 350s to get another hard test here. Hard test downwards, that is. We're starting to see it close as a spinning top, which is telling us not only is there indecision, this battle was almost even here. But with the topping tails here. So we got a high of 392, a lower high of 384, and now it's coming on down here. So we'll see if it can complete the breakdown of 347. Still 261% up. And no matter what time frame you choose to trade on, I mean, there's opportunity. As you can see during the 1 minute, we saw this thing come down. It came down, and we start to see this little trend or whatnot. But there's opportunities if you find patterns on your time frame that you can follow, right? If you see it, well, I don't really have any on the 1 minute because I haven't traded on the 1 minute in a long time. But when you find that pattern that you like, do it. Do it and do it repeatedly. Do it again and again and again. Make it a habit. There we go, 340s. Let's look at what that looks like on the 5-minute. So that was our spinning top on the 5-minute, showing some type of indecision, but almost equal war, but it was behind the double top. So that's two bearish things happening right there. Then we get this crank back to the 340s. Well, it went a lot further than I thought. Okay, let's jump over to the 15-minute. What do we see over here? 15-minute, almost taking out this whole thing, coming back to the bottom, and still on the 15-minute, no pattern. Just kind of like engulfing candles. So right back to the bottom. Let's look at where that volume's coming in on the 1-minute. So we're back in this range. And we got this little trend here that I know that they're watching. If this breaks, they're going to have a little bit of a heart attack here on this $3. And that's what I'm waiting on. Break, and then do a little trading down here, and then get a pop back up to the highs later on in the day. With this much volume, 68 million shares traded, I'm like, yeah, let's play ball. We already identified the point that shorts are comfortable with trading now, which is this 350-ish level. And so if it goes down, you know, I want to see, can it retrace back to maybe below this level? So maybe right in here at the 315s, 3 something up in here from a bottom touch. There it is, breaking down. Come on, you got it. There it is. Come on. So I'll be looking, my target would be right under this level here. Or maybe even this 3 itself. Bouncing back up to 3 itself would be dope. Trying to hold this little struggle area here. 10 seconds left on this candle. After a nice sell-off out of this range. Right back to that point of control of the 323. Let's look at the 5-minute. This is what our 5-minute is looking like. Yeah. Nice little sell-off. Let's look back over here to 15. Almost a full engulfing candle for this one. Point of control just went down to 307. We have about 8 minutes or 9 minutes left on this candle. Right there at, so this is where retail will be having a heart attack right here if it starts to break this level right here. So I'm thinking it's going to try to hold this, continue to get pushed down off of this level, and then maybe at the open take a big splash down. It's going to be nasty. But we shall see. And you kind of see a little wedge here going up to this resistance level. If you look at the bottom side of this resistance we got here, and then look at the actual trend where it's going, it's kind of getting like a pie piece, and this thing's going to get thinner and thinner and thinner until bang, going down. It may need to go back up and, you know, bump its head on 325 a couple more times, but I don't think it's going back up to 380 anytime soon right now. Okay, let's bounce back over to the 5. And so usually when I'm trading with the 15-minute, I miss all of this. I don't see none of that. I'm like, yeah, I'll wait till the 15-minute lines up. Almost 70 million shares traded on this one. And so what I want to see is buyers wanting this thing. So you see how much volume is up here in this level. We got our point of control at 323. I want to see it, volume come down. Once it does fall, where are buyers or shorts getting active down here? Is it going to hold above, 250, $2, and buyers and all of that want to stay in it? And it's going to drag this point of control down here, or what? On the larger time frame here, so here is FRGT larger time frame. We can see in the past, closed down here at 98 cents. We had a level here at 150, which I don't want to see it go down to. We also had a level down here at 2, right? But what is going to be a significant level? We got a 232 there. So 232, 2, and 150. 232, 2, and 150. Let me mark these up and put on here daily chart. Marks. Oh no, what did I just do? Daily chart. So around 225-ish, I would say. Daily chart. Daily possible support. Okay, I need to change that to color. Edit the color of this, and I did yellow, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a dirty yellow on that one so I can see it nice, like that. Daily possible support, and it's got one at $2 flat. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be lazy and I'm gonna duplicate that one I just made. I'll take this and duplicate and take you and move you right down here to $2. Okay. Daily support. Okay. So 196, $2. All right. And if it goes on down further than that, that's just dead. I want it to be, above 2 at least. And let's flip over. So we see the NQ, and this is what I'm saying. On Fridays, the NQ does this before the open. It does these plays and then comes right back and plays within the range. It's doing this whole 2000 move. Looks like it's super bullish. It's like, nah, I don't trust it. I've seen that multiple times. Let's jump back over here. And again, like I said, it's just following this wedge until it does that one big breakdown. right through this. At this point, it'll be 312. It needs to break down. Over here on the SPY, looking so bullish, but it's just a trap. Man, I've seen this so many times on freaking Fridays, man. Things just going over just like, bro, I know everything should be bullish, but there's not as much money to push things. Not as many people on Amazon and Tesla and all those things right now. So bumping his head like we said at first up here at this 323 on the 1 minute. Throwing a little wick up there. That's okay. So now it's done this move here. Where's my drawing tool? So it's got one right. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, come on, draw the circle, bro. It won't draw the circle. Okay, let me do this. Can I draw it out here? I need to open. Nope. Okay, there it is. I'll activate that and bring it over. I don't know why these drawing tools are like that. All right, there's one touch. Let me not struggle. Let me just duplicate it right here. There's two touches. Okay, and a lot of retail knows that they'll use a 3-touch base. They'll look for these 3 taps. But the problem is on this third one, when it comes back through, this failure is what they don't want to see. And a lot of stops are going to get hit when it comes through here. Activate. Okay, and activate. All right, there we go. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at right here. This little dial up point. And we're seeing 324, 323, fake them out and look like it's forming some type of support right before it's the 8 o'clock bells coming up. And I'm thinking we're gonna see a nice little breakdown. Nice little breakdown. Hopefully it does it before the open. And that way new buyers can enter in and maybe push it back up. Stay ahead, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Back over here on the 5 minute. Looking at this 5. Oh, 15. What you got for me? Still looking real drastic on the 15 though. Lot of work to overcome this big red. 71 million shares traded. The NQ is starting to slow down as well, coming up to the top of the hour. Looking for that dump. At this point, the dump through the trend will be 314. Only 10 cents away, so not far to go. $21, 20s, 19, 17, 18, 20. Again, coming back below this area. Back below this area, playing within this wedge. So which one of these wedges is going to knock the teeth out of it and get it on down? Now, what you could do to kind of manage risk is just ride your stop with this trend. If it breaks, you're just out, right? And as it goes up, as it continues to play here, you just continue to ride up your stop right behind it until it fails. If it doesn't fail, great. But you know, that's low probability from what we've already seen. There's 315 coming down there, 312 clipping this trend, but it doesn't mean that it's fully broken. We got to see where this candle opens up. Let's also look at the 5. Engulfing the previous, wow, 304. So all the way down to 304 there. And this is what I was saying, the retail will be having a little bit of a heart attack. This $3 they don't want to break. They're like, yo, it's gonna hold 3, right? Yeah. It's not gonna hold it. 15-minute. Look how drastic this 15-minute. Now, if they start at this point zooming back and looking at the 15-minute, they're gonna be like, ooh, why did I even buy that? Why am I in this? So this is interesting. But like I said, my target after it comes down is going to be the bottom of this level. This 320-ish level is what I'm looking for. But I needed to come on down and give me something worthwhile where I can get like, 30 cents. Jump back over here to the 1 minute. And now that level right there that was the trend is not letting it back through for some reason. Let's see if we can get back over and still play within this little level and bump his head up here at the 320s again. Throwing a little wick up there. Okay, you're trying. And they're meeting it with resistance right there. Can it get back up here to the 322s again? It's giving shorts like an infinite amount of time to get in. So let's go, and this is a little bit of a failure here. Kind of letting us know what's to come. It's 8:05 right now. We're playing still in the wedge right under this 322. And volume has definitely decreased in here. All right. And now look how tight the spreads are starting to get. Starting to see some really, really tight spreads here. Zoom in some more, my bad. Zoom in. Really tight spreads. Look at that. Just people just jumping right in front of other folks. Okay, so still in the wedge. 332s, very tight here. So at this point, the out would be 315 if it were to come back down here. Got about 20 seconds left on this candle. A little bit of volume came in underneath the point of control. So it looks like a little bit more of downwards pressure. Let's see if we see that. Back to 315, 319, 318. Okay. So we got this little level here, 315 holding up with the bare minimum. Okay, somebody popped it back up there. All right. Come on and crash out, man. That's what we want. Let's go to 5 minutes. Yeah, this 5 minute is super tight in here. Wow. $15. Trying to get back over that 320. It's having some issues. Big size there, 318. Big old size just sitting there. Let's go back to the one. See what that's doing. It's right on. Interesting. Popped up there right off of that trend, but doesn't mean it's over with yet. Still trading with this wedge. Whoops. Still trading on the wedge. Back into those previous levels. So now this is pretty tight. You know, 317 here as a bottom at 809. This is a 10-cent risk there for it to go higher, which it looks like it's gonna do. So it tightened up, tightened up, tightened up all the way up here. Let me go look at the 15-minute. Big buy up there, back into this level of struggle. Well, it looked like a big buy up on the 1 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute. Yeah, it doesn't look as massive on the higher time frames for sure. Coming back up here, 330s and already engulfing this candle back, trying to get back to this wedge. More volume coming in to the downside. Uh-oh. Let's get on back to that 320. Hopefully it doesn't do another hangman on the one, because that may start a domino effect to the downside here if it closes up like this. Got 5 minutes left on this camp. Oh, well, it already closed. Never mind. I'm looking at a 1 minute. My bad. Thought I was on 5. Anyway, let's see if you make your way back to this wedge here at the 319. So it made a shoulder, made a head, made a shoulder, is what I'm seeing now. So it came up here, tried this, and it's got kind of like a nice little shoulder here. Come on now, release. Did it put it on there? Oh, it's too, let's see, can I edit the oval? and make it more like, I don't know, blue maybe. I don't know. Okay, so it made a shoulder. It's got a nice little head out here. Let me just okay, duplicate this oval. Got this head. Okay, and then it's got another shoulder. Duplicate my oval. Here we go. So we got a nice little head and shoulder pattern here. Boom, boom, boom. Now let's see if we can crack down the level of the 321. This is, what is 5 minutes? Let's go up to the 15. See what it's looking like. 15 just doing its thing there. It's about to close in 2 minutes. 5 minutes. And the 1 minute. Okay. So now we've identified at least a couple of patterns. We got a trend here that's been tested 1, 2, 3, and pretty much 4 times. Did a little fail, and break back above. Then we got our head and shoulders. So what's going to take priority? Head and shoulders in a previously resistant level, or this wedge pattern that's trying to run it up through the resistance level. Okay, so we're identifying these. And yeah, so at this point, we got this little wedge at the 318. We have 1 minute until this 15-minute candle closes. Let's jump back over to the 5. See if it starts to get pushed back to that 320. So basically what I'm doing is I'm saying, okay, can this thing sell itself to me good enough that I want to trade it? And I'm looking at the pattern, looking at what's going on and saying, okay, well, based on what I'm observing, can I take this trade with confidence? How much confidence do I put behind this trade, right? We see the head and shoulders. We see the previous resistance level. We see all of this. How much confidence do you put behind a trade like this? Okay. And now we have this right here still at the 315. Let's go back out to the 1 minute. So right now, look how small this wedge is to catch it right here. 319 level. It's so small in here. And I know there's a lot of stops right here. So let's see if they try to wick those guys out with this head and shoulders pattern. At the 319-ish level. Opening up a new candle. 15-minute candle. Very close. All those stops right here. What do you want to do with these stops here? Market makers, you want to come get them? Looks like you want to come get them. Right there. Okay, tapping that level right there. 319. Is that it? Is that all you got? Okay, let's jump back to the 5 minute. Actually, I'll stay on the 1 for right now. And see where it wants to go from here. 318s, 319s. And now we're back out of this resistance level. In this very tiny little wedge. Opening up right there on it. Let's go look at the 5. Look at that head and shoulders pattern. Clear as day. Just take some time to spot it. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, so I got a meeting coming up in about a couple minutes. Um, Pretty much. Let's see what Kids is doing out here. And Kids being bad out here. Nah. Let's say they're still at 16 million. They better not be still at 16 million. They're 16 million like when we first saw. Okay, they're 18 million. They got 2 million more shares. Okay. I was about to say there's no way. But the top one that I'm gonna keep my eye on for the rest of the day really is FRGT. Anything else that comes up, I'm like, okay. If you're not getting 75 million shares traded on you, I'm cool. I'm going to be watching this one. Five minutes popping up there. So this is another time that it is holding this level. You get one of these, duplicate. So we had a little crackdown test here. We'll test here. Oops. Multiple times this thing has tried to come down, and buying pressure continues to come in on it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 short-term tests there. And the volume is slowing down. The volume is slowing down a little bit. Okay, so we're back looking at this test level again. In 1 minute. Instead of just bouncing off of this level like it was before, it's kind of just hugging it. And now opening up a candle below it. We had these 1 minute levels down here, the 308 and the 289. Let's see what it wants to do, if it wants to go down and test those, or does it want to reclaim this level again at the 319s, 320s. I don't even know if it has enough volume now. I mean, so many shorts are on. I don't even know. It's kind of looks like it can just get smacked down. So we're looking for a breakdown of 317 right now. 317 level. It's trying. Point of control still at 323, and it continues to hold here, which is just insane. Go back up to the 5. I did not expect that. Okay. 15 minutes, still not in agreement with all that foolishness going down there with the 1 minute and all of that. So back above the level again. Okay. That's crazy. I did not think it was gonna do that. Whole bunch of wishy-washy stuff. NQ coming on back down. This one is a slow follower of the NQ. Let's see if that NQ affects it any to get back across this line here. We got 2 times that it's come down here to this 317, 318-ish level, getting super tight on this wedge. I mean, just, it could go either way, man. But I'm expecting it to go down. That's my plan. Go down and then revisit this level later on in the day of the 320s. There we go. Let's see if it can continue. Get that drop out of there. You got this head and shoulders pattern above you that you continue to get pushed down by. You've done all this testing. You got plenty of retail buyers in here. So we clapping down or not? Ooh, it's like this volume is so low right now. Oh man. They're thinking hard about this. I don't know where the stops are, but we'll see here in just a minute if it starts hitting stops down here. So it threw a wick down to 316, lower low. Come on. Close this candle underneath our head and shoulders so you can start going down. And now the trend up here is at, well, almost matching the point of control here. Five-minute, we can see the dissension happening. We see it coming. 15-minute, see it coming. So when will it dump? 316, here's 15s. Wow. Pop back up just a little bit. Who continues to buy this here, man? Like, I see more volume coming in underneath the point of control. Where are those sellers at? Get it on back down to the 315. Come on, man. Five minutes into the open. Right back to that point of control. Right before the open, though, you're going to pop back up. All right. Another little wick. Holding it down. Doesn't want to see it be great. Right back into that shoulder of the head and shoulders pattern. Forming a wick. Let's go look at the 5. Four minutes left. So we've done all this pre-market mapping, and now we're about to transition into the intraday session. So will this mapping from pre-market hold up is the question. What will the volume look like? I mean, it's already 76 million, so you know, the candles have gotten way smaller. Jump out here to the 15-minute chart. Three minutes left. And again, coiling towards the downside here, 315 bottom under the trend line. Let's see where it pops down to. Hmm. So our daily levels down here, we're at the 230s. So it's definitely got a lot of room. If it does break down, it's got a lot of room to get down there to the 230s. And if it gets down there, that's when I'll be reevaluating like an entry to see if it can get back up and just throw a quick little test back up here to maybe $3, right? So that's 70 cents of movement right there. But the plan was that this thing was going to be coming down. NQ is coming down as well, doing what we normally see it do on Fridays, fake out. Either it does a big move down or a big move up, then just consolidates. One minute, and we're about to see my ATRs come out here once the market opens here in like a minute or so. Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump to this meeting too here in a minute. But I'll be watching all of this, watching it try to make it down here to these 230s. Yeah, okay. 30 seconds left. Let's jump back to the 15. Point of control just right there, the 314s. Five minutes. Okay, there's the open. Where's my, okay, so ATR high is up here at 343. ATR low is down here at 283. And so we want to see what is it going to do towards these lows. It's got the head and shoulders pattern up there. It's got a bunch of different little quirks and things like that, but it's literally dead center right now. We don't know which way it wants to go. It does have this level, this trend up here that it's going to go back up there and touch. So touch that real quick. Green first. Let's see what the red looks like. What does the sell-off look like? Tap that. Now what? You got a bottom down here of 303. Staying out of our level of resistance. Okay. More volume coming in there. So let's see. So it broke down the 1 minute levels there. Let's go back into the 5 minutes and see if there's any clear 5 minute levels. Right now, just a wick to both sides. 5 minutes, we got this level down here of the 289. That's kind of been consistently tested. So I switched this over from 1 minute to 5. And I'll make this a little bit darker so I'll be able to tell what it is. 1 minute to 5. 1 minute level. I guess this one has been tested multiple times on the 5 as well. This $3. So I'll elevate it as well. 5 minute levels, and then we'll make it the same color. All right, so let's see. Can we get 15-minute levels here? Going back up to the little trend of the shoulder. 333s. ATR high is at the 339. What do we see selling there? 339, hit that, came back down. Okay. All right, right back down. Yep. People be like, why you use the ATRs? Why not? It's the average true range. It did it on both sides. Went down to the ATR low, bounced back up. Went down to the ATR high, or up to the ATR high, bounced back. It's like, okay. But now in a very indecisive position here. I am about to have to get ready to get ready to go to this meeting. I still think this thing is going to be going down, and I will be looking somewhere down here in this level here, 230s or so, to see what it is. But I'm going to be in the Discord later on today. But for right now, I'm just going to let it take the souls of everyone that's playing with it, and come back afterwards. And that 323 is still holding as a point of control. Even though we've opened up, even though we've gotten even more volume here, there was so much trading that went on at that 323. It's going to be hard to do anything with or to move that. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and knock it on down. Let this thing trail around. We already have done the analysis, so yep. Appreciate you guys for tuning in for sure. It's been a great time having you guys around. And we're going back up to the ATR highs. We'll see what happens there, but it hasn't broken either side yet. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.
What's the pattern? Is that real discernment? What am I really learning? Yeah. Pedal to metal, man, I'm churning. Fire all around, hesitating, now I'm burning. Somebody bring the ice, market makers got the spice. Can I run away with my peace? This the wrong kind of pie, I'm getting geek. 1 minute chart, got my stomach feeling weak. I'm going need a move, cause this spot not feeling sweet. Speak to me nicely, need some lunch money for the week. Another day in market, I can feel the excitement. Moving me need a calm, don't input my plan on repeat. Move, 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 I gotta move. Risk, I got the fix, stop hunting. No sir, I need to be out anyway. Follow the rules to live another day. Trader, signing off again.